Smirked, perhaps amused by the sight of Arthur carrying one woman with another one walking beside him, but thankfully he did not remark on it.
"Do you desire accommodation?"
the innkeeper asked. Arthur nodded.
"Please, 2 rooms." "We have only one available."
Arthur hesitated. Perhaps they might find a more spacious inn elsewhere, but he didn't want to disturb Madeline, and it would take a while for the horses to be changed. He had no desire to linger in France.
"That will do,"
he said. Fortunately, the Côte d'Azur was not known for any stringent moral requirements, and the innkeeper led them to a room. He noted the faded furniture inside and the large bed in the center of the room. He looked around for a sofa or armchair, but there wasn't one. Why should there be?
"We'll need other blankets,"
he said.
"Of course."
The innkeeper gave a quick bow and returned soon. Miss Costantini helped him make another bed on the floor, and he settled down on it.
"Are you certain?"
she asked.
"Naturally."
He lay down. The thin fabric only lessened the feel of the floorboards slightly, and the faint pitter-patter in the room made him think that they were not the only beings in residence.
"You have helped us so much,"
Miss Costantini said gravely.
"I will forever be grateful."
"I didn't do it for your family," he said.
"No,"
she smiled.
"You did it for Lady Mulbourne."
She gave him another knowing smile. Sun streamed in through the windows, and Madeline shifted under her blanket. She blinked. It was troublesome that she didn't recognize either the windows or the blanket.
"You're awake. Good,"
Arthur said.
"Let's get going. I don't want any harm to happen to my fiancé."
Fiancé? Madeline scrambled up, though the untightened rope mesh beneath the mattress made her ascent less elegant than normal.
"Are you fine?"
Arthur's eyes softened. Prison. She'd been in prison. Everything from last night came tumbling back. But marriage? Surely that had been a ploy to free her from imprisonment. "About yesterday."
"Please don't worry,"
Arthur said.
"We'll be out of France by the end of the day. I've written Percival and asked that Fiona and he to meet us in Venice for the wedding."
"Wedding?"
"You sent the letter?"
Madeline croaked.
"Yes."
Arthur nodded.
"Now, we have another day's journey to depart France. I'll feel much better when we cross the border."
Gabriella and Madeline followed him hastily down the stairs, and Arthur purchased some bread and cheese to take with them in the carriage. They really needed to discuss this marriage. Surely, once they reached the border, there would be no need. But there was no time. Arthur leaped onto the coach driver's seat, and Gabriella and she piled into the darkened coach.
"Actual cheese,"
Gabriella murmured. She closed her eyes and bit into a crunchy baguette.
"So delicious."
Madeline smiled. "They do have cheese in England."
"Not like this," Gabriella said. "And to think, soon we'll be in Italy."
Madeline laughed. It was difficult to ponder the pleasures of Italy, great as they may be, when also pondering Arthur's words. He meant to marry her. Gabriella spread some cheese on another piece of the baguette and handed it to her.
"Please."
Madeline shook her head.
"I'm not very hungry."
"Ah,"
Gabriella sighed.
"I suppose you're waiting to partake in Italian cheese. Quite sensible of you. It is rather superior."
She opened the curtains to the carriage, and Madeline stared at the azure ocean. Below them, boats, filled with merriment-makers, bobbed over the waves. White sails flitted in the distance. It seemed difficult to imagine that the sea had until recently been the domain of warring navies.
"Soon the scenery will improve," Gabriella announced. "Once we cross into Italy."
Madeline laughed. "It will be difficult."
"My country will manage it," Gabriella said confidently. "It's so nice of Lord Bancroft to take us there, and he's so bellissimo."
"Well."
Madeline shifted her feet in the carriage, and the back of her neck prickled.
"You're so lucky,"
Gabriella mused, biting into her baguette. She smiled and brushed the crumbs onto her hand and flung them out the window.